Thank you.
Thanks for coming today. So, tell me about your stress.
So right now I am as stressed as I ever like to be. I do not like to be stressed at all. And I'm at a level right now that's starting to get to me because I don't like being this stressed.
Okay.
Just with school, I usually take 4 classes a semester, and this semester I took 5 so that I could take less for my last one.
Okay.
So I have that extra class, and then just with work recently, we lost a couple people, so I haven't really been able to cut down the shifts that I want. So I've been working like 4 days a week, and that's not good. So, but that's starting to ease up again. They've got new people, so that's starting to go back down. But I think just with school and everything, and then just life in general, like keeping the house clean and walking the dog and like cooking and going grocery shopping, like things are just like falling to the wayside because I get too much going on.
Okay. So it sounds like what you're saying is you just are at your limit as far as stress goes. And it's come to a place where other things everything's just kind of building up. Is that right? Okay. Okay, cool. Well, you're not alone.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
I know. I keep thanking God that I don't have kids. It's right in front of her, but I really do. I don't know what people do with kids.
I know. Okay. Well, why don't you tell me what do you do for managing your stress? What does that look like to you?
So I started doing yoga again recently, which I know is like amazing for my life. I know it is. Like, I know it's great. But these past couple weeks, I've only gone once, maybe twice. And I definitely want to do more than that. Because I feel like that's really the only time I get like alone and for myself.
You get time for yourself and you get to relax.
Yeah. Can zone out for a while.
That's good. Okay. So let me just ask you this. How is your challenge of being pushed to your breaking point, being at your most stressed that you've ever been? How could that be of use to you, or how is that also a good thing, I guess? And how can it serve you? How does it serve you?
I think I know when like school is over, I'm gonna be really proud of myself. I know that. I know it'll feel good to know that I pushed myself through it and that I could get through it. And I was strong enough to get through it. Yeah, I think because I've gone back and forth quitting school and going back a number of times.
Okay.
So this time it's like I just gotta get it done.
You're pushing through.
So I think I think probably that's what's happening. This time it's actually working.
Good.
I'm just gonna do it.
Yeah, good.
More determined this time.
That's awesome. I'm the same way. Okay, so it sounds like even though it is a struggle, it's still something that is kind of pushing you to move forward still and keep going. So when you think of yourself in this situation currently, what does like an ideal version of yourself feel like when you're managing your stress, when you feel like you're at a good level with it, with what's going on now? What does that look like to you?
If I had all my stress managed, everything would just be taken care of. I would have time to do the things that I want to do or need to do even. I don't know. Without stress, I'd be much happier. Much less, I don't know, I can get irritable when I'm stressed. Yeah, yes. I don't know. I think I would just see things maybe as more of a, I don't know, more in a positive way, I guess, than as like a burden.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. What things do you think would help manage your stress?
I think yoga is probably the biggest thing right now that can help me.
Okay, cool. So, um,
Is what I would ultimately like to have is like more of like an organized life, more of a schedule. But I think that's too much for me to take on right now. Like just scheduling everything, I think, and organizing everything. I think just taking the time for myself right now is the priority. So I think yoga's.
good. So what are you when you're doing? So when you're doing yoga, how do you feel afterwards?
Really good. Just kind of more at ease or more like in touch with myself, what's going on. Like more in touch with my body, I guess. More aware.
Good. Okay, cool. So, and then how often are you doing yoga now?
Like the past couple of weeks, I've only been going once or twice a week. So I know to make myself feel good, I'd like to go at least like 4 times. But
Okay. So that's a good start, though. That's a great start, I think, from what you're saying you have going on. I think that's amazing that you can do all of that and then also do yoga on top of that. So good for you. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I guess how confident are you that you within the next week can do a yoga class?
I know I can do at least one. 10 for at least one.
Okay, that's great. What about 2 classes?
For this week, yeah, I could do 2.
You can do 2. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I could definitely.
What days do you do your yoga?
That's the hard part. It's
Yeah.
because of I just wait tables, so it's hard to. My schedule's always a little different. But I know this week I will have Saturday off, and there's a 10 o'clock on Saturday, and I also know that Thursday morning I have off, so I can do Thursday morning as well.
Okay. So it's also a matter of learning your schedule and then kind of working it in. Is that
Working
right?
it in, yeah, I have to
Okay.
work it in.
Okay. And how are you doing with that? Like as far as sitting down or looking at your schedule and then figuring out where you're gonna put yoga? Do you do that, or do you feel like that would help you?
Well, yeah, the place that I go is right near me, and so I kind of work around. They only have a few classes a day, so it's kind of just working around when I can
Okay.
fit a time that works that they have with.
Alright. So within the next week, you feel confident that you can do at least 2 classes.
Yes.
Okay. Because we'll work with your schedule. Okay, so by next week when we meet again, do you feel on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you feel of your ability to do those 2 classes and help with your overall stress level?
Like a 9.
Like a 9.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, good. Okay, that's great. That is good to hear. So I think that is about everything. We will finish up next week and check in where you're at. Thanks for coming today, and I would say that you're doing a great job.